Hello, and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos, The Journey Home. I am your Dungeon Master, Darby, and joining me as always are Zoe, playing Sevia, Emily, playing Beatrice, Laura, playing Conrad, and Johanna, playing Fall. Let's jump into it. Where we last left off, the party discussed what was discovered from the Cypriots, discovering that the village in question was once Beatrice's home. At this revelation, Mordenkainen suggested returning to his tower and the prime Mordenkainen so that they might teleport directly to the village, as it's a lot more direct a path than hoping that hell cooperates. They made their way back to the tower, where they spoke briefly with Mordenkainen and then went to rest with Sevia and Beatrice having a heart-to-heart, and Sevia and Fall having a heart-to-heart. And just before we pick up in the morning, Beatrice, I believe there was something you wanted to cover with your evening.
Yes, so after Sevia leaves, Beatrice sort of pulls out the little book that she'd had and continues scribbling in it for a little bit. And then she closes that. She actually spends the night alternating between lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, and pacing around, because at the moment she actually doesn't need to sleep because she still has her little clay friend that means she doesn't need to eat, sleep, or breathe. And we're only a few days into the month that she has of that. So she's just having a time.
All right. So the next morning, yeah. Is there anything in particular that folks want to do in the next morning before getting ready? So you go through your morning preparation and eventually are gathered up by Mordenkainen. So, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Prepared for whatever may come?
As much as we can be.
Right. So, Beatrice, you don't have... No, you would... How long has it been since you have been to your home village?
It's been 15 years.
15 years. So an
Oh.
object won't be... An object won't help, but hopefully you shall be of use as an anchor. So, and Mordenkainen casts teleport, and because of the connection with Beatrice, does not need to roll a percentile. Beatrice, you are home. It is, in many ways, much as you recognize it. It's a little more run down. And it seems, at this point, uninhabited. But you recognize it as home. There's a giant statue of Zariel along the path that you find yourselves in front of what once was the citadel of Lathander. Oh no, not Lathander. That's the original one. What was once the citadel to Solace here. And you all see this, though there's not obviously the air of familiarity to the rest of you. But you also all see a translucent humanoid figure in front of you, wearing heavy armor. Looks like it would have been well treated in life. She's this figure appears to be a woman in her 30s and bearing a thin scar on her cheek. And she gestures towards the citadel. And walks towards it and in, just walking through the door.
Oh, this is strange. Is this the place, Beatrice?
It is. It's not as different as I thought it would be.
Oh, much unchanged then.
There's a couple of bits that are a little more damaged than they were, but it is mostly same.
Curious.
Do you know that woman?
Does Beatrice recognize the figure?
Roll me a history check.
That's a 12.
12. You do not recognize her.
No idea.
She didn't seem surprised to see us appear, and she seems to want us to follow her.
Yes. Is this normal modern canon?
There is one thing that I have learned in my studies of the multiverse. 'Tis there is no such thing as normal.
How profound. Well, should we follow then? Be on your guard, everyone.
Okay.
He strides forward after them.
Yeah, Beatrice goes first.
All right.
Scurry, scurry, scurry.
Collectively venture towards the citadel. And when you enter, you see there is a bright white light as you enter that burns away any remaining blood and grit staining your clothes from your adventures here in Hell. Since Mordenkainen made those clothes. Restorative energy brings life to numb muscles as the glow softens to reveal the interior of a sun-kissed cathedral, with light pouring through the stained glass windows. Pillars line a path from the door to a raised dais carved with celestial runes. Embedded in a stone atop the dais is a glowing longsword.
Some form of holy magic, and oh, is that the sword we need here already?
It might be. The true question is this going to be a repeat of the thing with the abbot?
Yes, true.
That said, there was a pretty decisive result with that one. It was in our favour, so either way, I'm sure we can take care of it.
It feels almost too easy.
Yes. So it is most certainly a trap. Should all be careful.
So, let's start having a look if there's anywhere else in here.
Good idea. Kara kind of spins on his heels and has a look around as well. Just taking it in place.
It is otherwise a fairly standard cathedral. If anyone were to pay particular attention to the dais itself, they would note that there is text on there. And
What's it say? What's it say?
well, anyone
Beatrice.
Fall,
Mhm.
anyone except for Fall can understand the text on here, for it is written in Celestial. And it says, "The hero who becomes one with this blade exists no longer."
So I presume everyone's kind of crowded around it. Or has one person gone up to have a look? Or
I imagine Stevia would have gone up. So I don't know if maybe she read that aloud to everyone or if we are all huddled around. Is the woman still there, just quickly?
You haven't seen her as you've been since entering.
Okay.
Well, very strange. More profanities. You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you, Modern Canon?
Yes,
Certainly
Advanced
interesting.
speaking. Yes.
Oh, yes. He becomes one with the blade exists no longer.
So it's
Yes.
thought
It
of a
will
danger,
not
I suppose.
budge.
Oh dear.
And the spirit appears before you, walking as it comes, almost coming from invisible into translucence before your very eyes.
Or he whips around like with his hand on like his new sword, like, your sword then? Do you dwell here? Speak.
No, it is not my blade. It is the blade of my commander before she fell.
Oh, I see. So you are the people that brought this place here then?
That was after my time.
Interesting. Corey looks over at Beatrice. And then back at the Celestial. Interesting.
So would you be opposed to the fact that she fell? What's your stance
Yes.
on this?
Yes, I was one of the Hell Riders. Paladins who fought against the darkness of the Nine Hells and the Abyss.
Oh, good.
Zariel unfortunately fell to that darkness over time and returned here to claim what her new, twisted mind thought to be hers.
Ah, so later.
Yes.
Not your quarry bed. Not this one.
No, I did not recognize.
Hmm.
So how did you end up here? Has Zariel trapped you here?
No, no. But I have stuck around with hope that someone might one day find the way to end the darkness that has entrenched itself around her heart.
That is certainly a lot of dedication for a commander.
That's very noble of you.
This land holds memories, even torn from its original place. Memories of the day that Zariel saved it, that would be warped in her mind. And when she fell, give her the justification to bring it with her.
I see. Holds great value for you both, I suppose. What significance, pray tell, is the sword in all this? I was told it was the key to her salvation and at her defeat. Can you elaborate?
The sword was once hers. It is a sword of the divine, sort of true heroicism.
Oh,
If
okay.
there's anything that can wrest the darkness from her heart, the sword is certainly it.
And now, clarification. Wresting the darkness from her heart, that is like a metaphorical sort of thing of like, making her good again or something like that. And not just literally, separating her heart from her body, that sort of thing. Or both.
No,
Oh,
yes, it is a
clarification, you
metaphor.
see.
It is a metaphor.
Ah, good. That is a good metaphor.
The
Okay.
archdemon Zariel was once an angel. She once fought for what is good and right in the multiverse.
Interesting. Well, 'tis no surprise that she no longer does that then, I suppose. What caused it? Just ceaselessness? Or something else?
Asmodeus. Asmodeus turned her devotion against her, twisted it to zealotry and madness.
Ah. Asmodeus, another devil here, I presume? Another commander?
You see out of the corner of your eye, like, Mordenkainen facepalm, basically. Asmodeus is the ruler of all 9 hells. He is the archdevil.
Oh. Okay, then. I don't come from here, so, you know. And originally, from where I come from, I'd sort of only really assumed that there was one devil and, you know, one angel. Interesting. But then I'm not very well read in those sorts of things. They don't usually interest me, but now they're real, so here we go. Okay, interesting. Well, I suppose if that's going to happen to you, you might as well have it done to you. I'm not going to finish that sentence. That's going to sound bad. Well, interesting. So the sword, yes.
Take it, she says, looking around, that there are some of you who may not wholly believe what I say.
What do you mean? What is your name, actually?
Yale.
Yale. By what do you mean, Yale? We of course believe in the descent of Sariel. You can argue that there has been a personal aspect of that. What makes you think we do not believe?
Maybe that is what I am detecting.
Sevia pointedly does not look at Beatrice.
Tell me, what is your business here in Idleness?
We have been tasked with, well, finding this sword and then finding a way to use it to potentially achieve the goal you have waited here for.
Yes, precisely. Kurt was like very like, and was like, oh, so we're going to use it to like, yes, that's it.
This is not an easy place to find. Zariel has control over the way that Avernus is shaped. Not always actively, but always, at all times, at the very least, subconsciously. She endeavors to keep this place hidden.
Oh dear, then could she know that we're here?
It is possible.
Good point, Fall. Be on your guard, everyone.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that. So would you be willing to aid us in this? Or at least tell us how we may wield this weapon?
The weapon will only accept one that it deems worthy.
In like Sevia looks so resigned when she says this, in sort of a categorical philosophical sense.
I am not entirely certain.
The sword may not work on the bygone parameters of good and evil, then.
Not inherently, though I'm sure it will reject those who have great darkness within their heart.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'm certain one of us will be able to get it, so that will be fine. And yes, it will be good. Is it just so just taking it? It just won't be taken out of where it is?
It cannot be removed except for by one who is worthy.
Well, that makes it easy then. All right, let's go.
Wait.
Like, is it a reachable point?
Yeah,
It's just the wall. So yeah,
yeah. It's
I
just,
just
it's
turns
just on
around
the,
and starts
it's just on a
striding
stone.
towards it
It's
to
in
grab
a
it.
stone on the dais.
Oh, on the day it's
It
like,
will.
oh, okay, that makes it easy then. He turns around to go and grab it.
No.
I presume Stephen lets him. There we go. He grabs it.
No.
It will
Doesn't come
not
out, I
budge.
presume.
Yeah.
Well, there we go then. Beatrice, you collect swords. There you go.
Yale
Have that.
turns.
Before
Yale
we go
turns-
touching things, Yale, hello. Before we go others touching things, I would like some clarification on the writing. If one of us takes up this mantle, what does it mean? Or is this only applicable to Zariel?
I cannot say I truly know.
L. Okay.
Yale turns her head to look at Beatrice. You have been conspicuously silent during our conversing. Yet you seem as if you have a lot to say.
I'm a quiet person. What can I say? This was my home before it was ripped into hell.
I am sorry to hear that.
Beatrice sort of just doesn't say anything, but she sort of juts, sort of chin up a little bit more.
Were you here on the day that it was saved?
That's a good question.
Beatrice was not. Or if she was very young to the point where she would not be forming memories at that point.
It was a little before my time.
I said before, the land has memories. In a place like this, that is not simply a metaphor. Do you want me to show you the good that was once in Lady Zariel?
Beatrice looks around at the party and sort of quirks an eyebrow.
Or just kind of like shrugs, like, it's up to you.
It is your choice, Beatrice.
I agree.
I would like to see.
You see, all of you are blinded as the light goes, it like increases in intensity and brightness to a sheer white, and in a moment the cathedral seems to have de-aged by, it's hard to tell, 50 years, a century. You aren't entirely certain. But the sword and the stone are no longer on the dais. And you hear screams of panic coming from outside, and you see acrid smoke seeping in through the cracks in the door. The doors swing open, and you see that you are at the edge of a small town of burning cottages, fields, and trees. Shrieking townsfolk run from cackling, snarling demons and gnolls. Can I get everyone to roll for initiative?
Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
16.
16?
22.
Alright.
12.
12. And
18.
18. Okay. So Fall, you have one initiative. But also tying with Mordenkainen. Funnily enough.
I bet I've got better difference.
Almost that, yeah. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because you got 20, he's got 17.
In that case, I guess Paul is just going to kind of like look around like, what? And then I guess just like shrug and then run to the nearest enemy and flurry of blows.
Alright, so the nearest enemies from here are...
Oh yeah, they are within reach.
Actually, you see the thing that swung open the door is a giant toad, like humanoid toad-like demon that is known as a Hezru to anyone who would have studied the Abyss, which probably would be just Sevia and Mordenkainen. Ball might know what a Hezru is. If you want to roll me an Arcana check, you can.
Alright.
But it has just managed to force the door open.
Oh, he doesn't know what it is.
Try me. It's not a...
It's a 4 total.
Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, so you run towards it and you notice this massive stench, like horrid stench coming off of it.
Oh, not again.
Not as bad as the Cybriacs, but still pretty bad.
Paul's going to keep that in mind if he needs to cast any poison resistance. But first, see if it will take a punch.
All right.
A swing with his staff. So that's 24 to hit.
24 will certainly hit.
Excellent. So that's 16 bludgeoning damage.
16 bludgeoning. Yep, and this is a magical weapon, so good. Full damage.
Excellent. And then he's just going to go and kind of give it a strike with his fist, and that is a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's 6 damage.
Okay.
And then kind of trying to jab it in the chin with his staff. That's a 19 to hit.
19 will certainly hit.
Awesome. 15 damage.
Alright.
And one more kick.
One more for a flurry of blows. Yep.
Yeah. 26 to hit. I love having good decks.
That'll hit. That'll certainly hit.
And that is 9 damage.
All right.
Excellent.
Not
And then
a
he'll
bad
use his
start.
extra 10 feet of movement that he gets to back away from it a bit
Yeah,
and stand in front of the others.
And yeah, it's been a while since you've used it, but as a way of the drunken master monk, you don't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, flurry of blows.
All right.
Very handy.
Mordenkainen is going to. Is going to start with. He doesn't know entirely what's coming next, so he is going to start with a mind sliver. So the Hezru. So you all see as the Hezru kind of squints as if it's got a horrid headache coming on. And so this is an intelligence saving throw, which it literally can't save against Mordecai with intelligence saves. So, Mind Sliver for not bad, 13 points of damage. Not too shabby for a cantrip. Alright. Next are these out yet? These. Yes, so you hear in the distance the sound of like cackling creatures. But they are not close enough. Beatrice, it is your go.
So Beatrice is going to sort of stand there for a moment, and then she's going to think, and she thinks about she's seen Conrad do something like this, and she sort of gets this look of concentration on her face, and I'm going to cast Summon Beast at second level.
All right.
And so a bestial spirit comes forth.
Yeah. Right. So it yes. So summon beast. Do you get to do anything with it on this turn? And also, what kind of beast are you summoning?
It is so it's a small beast, and she summons a lynx.
All right. So this would
Which,
be a land
basically,
beast.
A bobcat.
All right.
And I don't think it. In combat, this creature shares your initiative count, but takes its turn immediately after yours.
It
So
obeys
with
your
that-
verbal commands. No action required. If you don't issue any, it takes a dodge action and uses it. So yeah, no action required to get it to attack. So you can send it to attack if you want. You can.
Yeah. So Beatrice is also just going to take bonus action Slayer's Prey on our little toad friend.
All right.
And then she's going to send her lynx up to take a swipe.
All right.
Demon toad.
Roll to hit.
So that's a 15 to hit.
15 just misses.
It leaps up and swipes and just barely misses.
Yeah. And that, I believe, is its go. You only would have cast this with the second level spell, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's only second level. I don't have anything higher than that at the moment.
All right. Yeah. All right. Conrad.
Alrighty, so Conrad just kind of goes, I'm getting so tired of being shunted around different planes. And then he draws his new rapier, which he then as a bonus action activates. So it bursts into flames, which he kind of like does a little like brief double take at it, like, yes. And then goes to attack the nearest thing. So it's this thing that we're all attacking, I believe.
Yes, the Hezru.
Hezru. Okay, cool. So that's a 17 to hit.
That hits. Certainly hits.
Cool. So it's a D8 plus 7. So that's a 2 plus 7. So a 9, and then I get 2d10 fire damage from the green flame.
Now, one thing you'll notice as the fire kind of starts enveloping it is that it doesn't do quite as much damage as you would expect. It is resistant to fire.
That's alright. So halved, it does 5 damage. Of
5.
Fire. Or 10 or 5.
Alright. The Hezru is looking shaky.
Cool, and I attack again.
Oh, yeah.
So I get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
I forgot. So it's 17 again.
Yep,
which does hit.
Hits. Yep.
Alright, so a d8. So that's 3 plus 7, so 10 all up, regular damage. And then the fire is 9, so 3 damage, I guess, would round down to.
Alright.
5 damage.
No, 4.
Oh, 4. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he just kind of like is just like, oh my god, and then just lunges forward with the fire, and he's just kind of like trying to get a feel of it because he hasn't fought with it yet, so the weight of it kind of is making it a bit difficult for him to balance with it. But he's just like, again, quite fluid in that sort of trained way that Conrad fights.
Unfortunately, this is a big giant toad monster, so it's fairly easy to hit.
Yeah.
Which offsets that kind of unfamiliarity.
Yeah, so regardless, he's not as finessed as he would like to be, but it's big, so he can hit it.
Yeah.
And then he kind of just like turns and is like, let's get rid of this thing, yes? Good? Okay.
Alright. Cedia.
Yes, absolutely. And she does briefly look at Yale and go, is it really necessary that we be participants? And then is going to whip back around and shoot a guiding bolt at this thing. Just at first level.
Yep.
Because I'm feeling Radiant might do something. That's a 16 to hit.
That is literally the AC.
Hell yeah, baby!
Literally just hits. So
Alright,
the AC now, so I'll trust you if you work it out as 16, you can just say that hits.
Yep. So that is 46 of Radiant. Yeah. That's 3 6s and a 3, baby. 6,
so
12,
21.
18. 21 and... Oh no, it has to be a wizard evocation spell.
Okay.
Oh, well. Yep. So 21 points of Radiant damage.
Alright. That doesn't seem to do any additional damage, but it does do full damage.
Yep. And also the next attack against it has advantage.
Yes.
As it starts glowing with radiant light while it writhes around like a giant toad. There we go.
Now it is the Hezru's go. Now, as Paul got out of dodge, and I don't think Beatrice is charged up yet, has she? So it's just Conrad and the Lynx. And it gets 3 attacks. So it is going to... so it's going to start with a bite, trying to chomp you, Conrad. Try to chomp you up.
Oh, wow. We haven't had a drink yet.
That's a 16. You're kind of rebuff of it.
That's what he says.
You just
loud.
cheekily rebuff it as you step to the side.
Slippery.
Then it does a claw attack against you. That's a 12, which misses. And then
Got to hit
another
better
against
than that one.
the Lynx. Another claw against the Lynx, which is a natural 1. And that is its go, rather pathetically.
Karen
Yeah.
looks very pleased with herself that he dodged this giant creature.
Mm.
He does it very quickly, like, do you want to see? Anyway, combat.
Beatrice, Conrad, and Paul, you see outside that there is a like you just past the Hezru, you can see that there is a giant hyena attacking a mastiff, or like in combat with a mastiff. So mastiff misses the giant hyena. Giant hyena misses. Alright. And then there are you wouldn't quite see these things from there. But I need to see if any of them would hit here. Or probably given their target, how many would hit here? Oh no, they're clawing at an overturned card. Okay, so that's gonna be fine for now. Okay, Fall, we're back to your go.
Okay.
So you are 10 feet away from the Hezru.
Excellent. I'll duck around Conrad and go in for another strike.
Alright.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20
So that
hits.
hits. For 11 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And then go in for a kick. Oh, we got a natural 20.
Oh.
Damn, it wasn't on stuff of striking. Okay,
There.
so that is what's max damage? 12 plus 5. So 17 plus this. 17 plus 11.
So
28.
so this was a fist, was it?
Yeah.
So you, with your first attack, thwack
kick,
the Hezru
yeah.
with the, was it a kick? Did you
Yes.
say? So you thwack the Hezru with the staff, and then raise your foot up and kick it. And as you do, you kick through it as it sloughs down into this Icarus substance. Can I get you to roll? I believe it's a con save.
Do you want me to do that too, Darby?
No, because it's not exploding out.
Okay.
I got a 15.
15. I need to find this table. I will search it in Beyond. That will make
So
it.
Fall probably looks kind of like startled by seeing this, like, just kind of dissolve into liquid.
What was your save
that's,
again?
15.
15. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The DC was only 10, so you're fine.
Excellent. So he just shakes it off, look like, oh, I didn't think it would do that. Well, that one's gone, I guess.
All right.
Bruce, good job though.
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, and you see before you there is by the statue there is a hyena attacking a mastiff. A little further beyond there are 6 dretchers, almost pig-faced, almost monkey-like demons scratching at an overturned cart, and then further down the road some gnolls, hyena-like humanoids.
I still have 2 attacks, but I think
you
Fall would look
do.
at the hyena and the mastiff and be like, I don't know which one is the good one.
You can roll me
Are
an
the
insight
dretchers
check, I guess.
within reach? Yeah.
Let me
40.
check as you roll that insight
Like
check.
35 feet. Oh no. I rolled an 8.
8. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yes.
And the dretchers are not within range for your standard movement.
Okay, so Flaw just kind of run like halfway towards the hyena and the mastiff and then just be like, and then just call back, direct me where to go next. And that's my turn.
Okay. Mordenkainen is going to can he? No, that I had a thought, but that would be a waste of how high level a spell it is. If he has got it, even has got it prepared. He is going to cast. You know what? He is going to cast with a 4th level spell, Fly, on himself and Sevia.
Me?
You don't have to use it, just might help to keep out of harm's way.
Oh, thank you.
Before he flies out of the cathedral. So yes, you have a fly speed of 60 feet currently. As the gnolls are going to start charging towards towards the temple. Though they only get probably about as far as the cart with their movement. Beatrice, it's your go.
So Beatrice is going to run out the door of the temple, and she's gonna fire 2 arrows into 2 of the gnolls.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So the first one is natural 19.
Yeah, that'll certainly hit.
The second one, I'll roll damage on the first one.
Yeah. Decide once you've done damage whether you're targeting a separate one or the same one. I guess.
12 points
12 points. Okay.
damage.
So the one you hit is still standing, but it's really rough.
She's gonna aim at one of the other ones still.
Alright.
Actually, no, she's gonna shoot at the same one.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Certainly hits.
Eight points of damage.
It is just still standing. Seems to be just anger holding it up at this point.
That's Beatrice too. How relatable. She's like, mood.
So, you still have your bonus action and any movement you want to use, and then your beast.
Not going to use any bonus action. She's going to stand her ground and wait for them to come to her. So it's a lovely lynx this time. Can the lynx reach the gnolls from where it is? It's only got a speed of 30 feet.
No, it.
Could it get to the hyena?
It could get to the hyena. It could get to the knolls if it dashed, but it wouldn't be able to do anything this turn. It'd just be basically a sitting duck in the middle of 6 knolls.
Yeah, Beatrice is going to point towards the hyena and say, get it. And it's going to run at the hyena.
All right.
Go for a bit of a swipe. That's a 16 to hit.
16 hits, I believe. Yes, 16 hits easily.
So it takes 11 points of piercing damage.
All right. Not too shabby. Then it is Conrad's turn.
All right. I was like, all right. Then. Okay, let's go. And he's gonna vault towards where the hyenas are, I believe, the closest enemy. While he's doing that, what's he gonna do? No, he's just gonna vault towards them. He's gonna bonus action look very sick as he activates Form of Dread. And gives himself 11 points of temporary hit points, and his eyes go amber. And yeah, again, he just goes very pallid all of a sudden as he's running. Can he reach any of the enemies in time?
Yeah, he can reach the hyena. And the hyena and mastiff. Yeah.
Okay. Have we attacked either of those yet? Sorry.
The lynx has attacked the hyena.
Okay, I was like, oh, we're attacking that one, I guess. And he's going to attempt to attack the hyena, I guess. So that first one's a 28 to hit, which I presume hits.
Yeah.
With his the rapier. So again, that's a D8 plus 7. Oh, so 8 points of damage, and then the fire damage, which is 10 points of fire damage for my first attack.
So 18 total.
Yep.
Yep.
Next roll was a natural 19, so that will hit. So
Yep.
D8. Another one. So again, 8 points of damage, regular damage, and then fire. That's okay. So 13 points of fire damage.
Yep, that is enough to slay the giant hyena.
Excellent. So he vaults along, sort of regards the lynx for a moment, and then just like again, he kind of like goes to one attack and then uppercut, undercut. And then
Not that it
twist.
really would have mattered. You technically should have been able to have a sneak attack on one of those.
Oh,
Because
true.
the lynx is an ally.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right. Oh well, he yeah. I'll do 20 to see if I got it. No, 20s. There we go.
Wouldn't have given you advantage, but it would have allowed the sneak attack. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, again, uppercut, undercut, and then twist.
Yeah.
Into his
Okay.
vitals. And then he kind of just draws his sword out and like, that one's down. Next one.
all right. Sevia, it's your go.
Is Yale actually still with us?
No.
Quick cue.
Yale is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, cool. So Sebia kind of yelled at nothing before. She just kind of goes, like, looks around at the empty cathedral and goes, okay. And then is gonna, you know what, for funsies, she'll fly to the door, but she is like very trepidatious about flying. She's like, I think I can do this. So she flies to the door. She's gonna kind of hover. She's mostly trying to like stay out of reach of anyone taking a swipe at her, if they were to. And she's gonna get sight on the gnolls.
Yeah.
Are they within 120 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. She would like to cast a 4th level magic missile to hit all of them with a little bit of damage.
All right. Not what I was expecting.
No, she's had conversations with people.
Yeah.
This is one of
Okay.
the contexts.
So 6 darts.
Max damage on those 6 darts.
All right. So all of like, I mean, for starters, you take out the one that Beatrice had done a significant amount of damage to, and yeah, you do a good chunk of damage to each of the gnolls.
Yeah,
that
5
still survive.
for each of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Sevie is like, probably would look very cool. Sevie is like flying in midair, and then she like shoots these 6 beams of like white magic out. Like, it's almost like she throws her hand and these 6 beams just shoot out, and they just zoom through the air and just slam into these gnolls. And it would look so cool if her face were not going, okay, I'm in the air, oh god, ah!
All right. Next is the Mastiff's turn. It is at the moment going to do nothing. Then the Dretchers, they are going to continue scratching away at the cart. Paul, it is your go.
Okay, how close can I get to the gnolls?
So you were
I was near the mastiff.
Yeah. So you could, if you dashed, you could get to the gnolls,
Okay, I will
which you can do with a bonus action if you use Step of the Wind.
true. I will step of the wind and then flurry of blows. I'm not sure how that works bonus action wise, actually. Can I? Monks are confusing.
Your bonus action you can always rearrange. Like, it's kind of just,
Yeah. So you can
it's something that
yeah,
happens. It's
You
just
can bonus action.
anyway.
Yeah. So you can bonus
attack.
action dash and then do your two attacks with your staff.
It's extra bonus. Okay, I guess. Okay. All right. I will get that. And now I will hit one of the gnolls. With 24.
Yeah, that certainly hits.
Excellent. So that is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. That's.
No.
So that doesn't take out the one you hit, but it does a good chunk of damage to it.
Excellent. So I'll get them with a punch. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
And that's 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. This one is just hanging on.
Okay.
Hanging on.
I'll do my I'll do an extra punch again to see if I can get him with
You've
that
already bonus action dashed.
one. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. Okay. No
Yeah.
flurry bows. In that case, I will see if I can get it with my last staff strike of 29 to hit.
You only get 2 attacks because you've used your bonus action for the dash.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I was confused about. Oh,
But
man.
was one of those attacks with an unarmed strike?
Yeah. I'll.
Okay. What's the addition? You would have had a higher bonus for, wouldn't you have, if you had gone with
Yeah, just add a +3 to that one.
+3? So yeah, that would have taken it out.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then I'll just
Alright.
turn to face the next one. I'm ready.
Yeah. Then it is Mordenkainen's go. He is going to. Does he have? Yeah, he's going to see what you did, Sevia, and think, yeah, that's not a bad idea. except for he. Yeah, no, he'll stick with the gnolls. So he'll use a second level because it's down to just 4, and hit all 4 gnolls. What? D4 of damage. Minimum, unfortunately, but that is still 2 points of damage to every gnoll. Alright. Next are the gnolls, who... There are 2 targets within range of the gnolls, I believe. Memory serves. Paul and the lynx, unless I am forgetting something in the chaos of all this.
Lynx was where the hyena and the mastiff were. Beatrice is sort of halfway between the gnolls and the church.
Yeah. And then Conrad's still where the hyena. Yeah. Okay, so it is just Fall then. Sorry, Fall, you're gonna take 4 bite attacks. First one's a 7. So that misses. Second is a 21. So that'll hit.
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yes.
Can I make the first one hit the second one? In that case.
Yeah.
Awesome. It does that.
Third one is a 13, which misses. And the fourth one is a 17, which just misses.
Yes,
so only one actually hits you for quite nasty 12 points of piercing damage.
I see. And that one lashes out at me after I kind of duck out of the way of the first one, making it crash into the second one and get it with a bite, and then the second one turns on me and swipes at me.
Yeah, so let's see how much the one that attacks. Sorry, this was very near to minimum damage.
It's something.
Alright. Next is Beatrice.
Beatrice is going to pull out her sword, her sun sword. And actually, no. Beatrice is going to pull out her regular short sword. And at bonus action, she's going to cast Searing Smite on it.
Yeah.
At the first level. And she is going to... She's got enough space to run up to the gnolls.
Yeah, because you were by the hyenas.
I was a little... Wasn't quite where the hyena. I was like, I'd made my way towards. Beatrice had started making her way towards the gnolls. She'd gotten as close to them as she could.
Yeah. So you probably still have to dash from where you are.
She'll dash then to get there. Give Fall some backup.
All right. Conrad, your go.
The lynx.
Ah, yes, the lynx.
She's going to call the lynx to her as she runs. And she's going to get to dash with her.
All right. Now it's Conrad's go.
Alrighty. So Conrad. Like, okay, next one over there. Let's go. And he's gonna dash over.
All right. Now you're a rogue, so you can bonus action dash. So you can actually get there and still have your action.
Awesome. Bonus action dash, and then I stabby stab.
Yeah. 2 attacks.
I artfully glide my rapier through the air and stab into the nearest one. So that's a 15 to hit.
For the gnoll, that just hits.
Okay, cool. So D8.
Yeah, 15 is their AC.
Yep, so D8, so that was a 7, so 14 points of damage, and then
14.
the fire damage on
You-
top of that.
Okay. I was going to say you have allies within range.
Oh, yes, true,
So sneak
true.
attack is viable. Doesn't really matter because even if you rolled ones on your
12
fire damage,
yeah.
that
It's
is
gone.
enough to take this gnoll out.
And the next one
yeah.
attack. So that's it's a 14 plus 11, so 26 to hit. So that's got it.
Yep.
D8, which is a 7. So again, so 14 damage altogether.
14, and then the fire
then
damage is going to come
fire
in, and this
Damage is a 6 and a 9.
nice. That also burns
No point
and
doing sneak
slices
attack.
this gnoll to a crisp.
Yeah, so I kind of imagine that the way the rapier works too is Connor does this little fancy boy stuff with the rapier, and like because he's always like very fluid, and then stab up to get
Just
the
very
vitals,
quickly
and then
managing
the fire
to
just
yeah,
bursts
very
into
quickly
it.
managing to adjust to the way the blade moves.
Yeah, and probably now that he's getting more used to it, he just starts laughing. This is excellent. Good job, everyone. And just
Alright.
keeps laughing.
All right, Sevia, your go.
Cool. So there's like a gnoll left.
2 gnolls.
2 gnolls.
One
And
is
then-
shaky, one is still reasonably stable.
Okay, and then there's the dretches.
Yes, which are
Is that-
demons.
Is there anything else?
Roll me a perception check.
This one. Hell yeah, that's it. Okay, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You can't see anything directly, but there is probably a reason the dretches are very much laser focused on that cart and attacking it.
Sevia's gonna see that. How far away are they from her?
So you're basically just above the cathedral, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of outside the front door, kind of hovering a little bit.
So you are probably about 120 feet-ish
Okay.
at a ballpark estimate.
Just realized if there's not a bad person under that little cart, my plan is going to end very poorly for them. So, I would like to use my 60 feet of fly energy to
Mm.
get to the cart. How far is the cart from the gnolls? Love it.
Everything is happening around the cart, basically, at this point.
Okay, okay,
Like the
hold
knoll.
on.
If you're looking at it from the perspective of the cathedral, the gnolls and your allies are pretty much right in front of the cart, and then behind that is the cart being scratched at by the dretches.
And there's 4 of them?
6.
6 of them. Oh god, okay. I had a plan and it's
Been thrown out the window by a possible civilian.
yes. Oh. Okay. This is a cube of effect spell. Is it possible to do a cube that will get the dretches and potentially the cart, but not anything under the cart? Is
No, but
there
it's
a
possible
way?
to do a cube that just gets the dretches.
I
So
would
it
like to
wouldn't-
do
It wouldn't get the cart, though.
but it would get the dretches.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to do a 4th level shatter on the dretches.
All right.
So, which is why I had to fly. I have to be
Yeah.
within 60 feet.
That's con save, is it?
Yes, it's Constitution 18.
They
My
have-
plan was non-magical objects also take damage, so I was gonna like blow up the little cart, but now I'm realizing there might be like a baby under there, so I'm just gonna roll damage for that.
Oh, that was teetering on a 20, but no, only one saved.
Nice. It's an evocation spell. It's a wizard spell. I'm gonna add my intelligence modifier
And
to
this
this
is
damage.
Thunder damage?
Shatter 3d8 thunder. Well, at second level, it's 3d8 thunder. I cast it at a fourth. So that is not great damage. 15, 16, 18, 20. 25 points of damage.
All right. So you
half as much on a save.
Yeah. So you basically blow out most of their eardrums, and they just 5 of them just collapse.
Nice.
So
yeah, for anyone, because you said it is in such close proximity, the other members of the party would, because I believe one of the last times she used the spell was on the abbot, so they would recognize these sort of hand motions, but then it's almost like there's no sound, there's no light, but there's this almost like energy vibrating through the air that like hits a point, and then just like there's a sound that would almost sound like the beginnings of like tinnitus to us, like just that vague ringing in the ears, like there's an explosion far away, but these dretches just collapse. And I believe, no, there's different ones where there's actually something if you kill something with it. But I would imagine they're probably bleeding from the ears.
yes. All right. So unless you've got something you want to do with your bonus action, that sounds like your turn.
Yeah, I still don't have any bonus action cantrip. Fine, little baby. Even though I have like 20 cantrips.
There aren't too many bonus action cantrips, I don't think.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head. It is the Mastiff's turn. It is going to use a dodge action to run up to Conrad's side.
I was gonna say when Conrad like starts hearing that the tinnitus starts down, he stops laughing, and just like stills for a moment. But then he opens his eyes and there's a big doggo. So he's happy again. So it's great. Red letter day.
The dredge is gonna waste its turn. Actually, I'll roll an intelligence check for it. Yeah, no, the dredge is gonna waste its turn jumping up, trying to attack you, Sevia. Just like, yeah.
She still reacts as if it's going to hit her. She's like, ah!
Fall, is your go.
Excellent.
2 gnolls left around you, and a dredge comically leaping up to try to attack Sevia.
Yes.
Who is many, many feet above it.
Yeah, and I will say that when I guess if Fall like glanced over and saw that Sevia was doing this motion, it's like, yeah, I was initially gonna be like, oh, Fall startles at the sound, but no, she got rid of the sound component. That's very sweet. Yeah, so he'll like look at the director with a little bit of concern, see that Sevia is fine, and then go to take out the gnolls.
All right.
So I will go to strike them with my staff.
All right. Roll to hit.
So
That certainly hits. I saw that pop up in D&D Beyond. It was like, that is...
I also saw that pop up.
It's wild.
My God.
So is this on the shakier or of the two, or the one that's still fairly stable?
He'd probably go for the shakier one first. So
Okay.
that's 12 damage.
Yeah. You whack it in the head, and it just collapses to the ground.
Yeah, yikes.
And you still have potentially many attacks.
Indeed. So he'll go and I guess do like a jumping kick over to the next one. Oh, that's a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's 8 damage.
Yep.
All right.
It is still standing, but quite shaky.
And then a swing to the side with a blow with a staff. That's 27 to hit.
Yep, certainly hits.
And that is 11 damage.
That is enough to knock it out.
Excellent.
Knock it to the ground. So basically, there is just one dretch left. You can go over to it if you want.
Yeah, I guess he would like survey the area and then go running for the final dretch.
Yeah.
And that's his go.
All right. It's close enough that you could attack it if you wanted to go flurry of blows.
Yeah, true. Yeah, why not? Why not? And I'll run over and I'll just give it a wallop. That's 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 6 damage.
That's exactly how many hit points it had left.
Excellent.
All right. So, the end of your turn, a couple of things happen. So there was a woman underneath the cart who comes out and says, "Oh, thank you," before running to safety. As a chorus of screams rises up as people, sheep, and pigs scamper through the town, chased by a demon with the lower body of a great serpent and the upper body of a 6-armed gnoll, clutching a wicked sword in each of its clawed hands. And that is where we're going to leave it for this week.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Oh dear.
See you next week, everyone.
Yes, thanks
See
for
you next
listening.
time.
Thank you for listening.
Oodles.
Goodbye.